like Heifer looking pretty good. Don't look bad for a flip-flop. We're going to talk some trash, y'all. She don't know she on live feed, so I'm going to talk some trash to her. Y'all know. What do you think, Queenie? She might be out of minutes. Hold on, y'all. We're going to talk some trash. We're going to talk some trash, y'all.
Hello?
I'm looking for Shelby Lynn.
Yes.
Guess what? I'm going to let you listen to something, okay?
What?
This ain't no hummingbird. We got that heifer ready for you.
Oh gosh.
We got it setting on small tires. Is she ready?
When are we testing it?
You ready to test it?
I am.
You ain't scared now. You had your little accident, a little fender bender in the hummingbird. Ain't got you scared, does it?
I'm good. I'm ready.
You ready?
I am.
All right, Precious getting ready to put it in the trailer for you.
All right.
As soon as this rain gets out here. We can test in the rain if you want to. I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Anything's fine with me. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Hey, we got it ready. It's going in the trailer.
All right.
All right. Shelby Lynn, she don't care, y'all. We learned a whole lot. Nobody never thought of it. But you know what? You know what? I didn't think about it, but I talked to this dude who always digs his nose. And it takes a smart person to sit around and dig their nose all the time. Because they got to have some money or they couldn't afford to sit around and dig boogers all the time. Don't you agree?
I'd agree with that.
And he told me, you know what? I chose to put Shelby Lynn in the hummingbird. Everybody said, man, you're crazy. I am crazy. You are right. But I chose the hummingbird because I had traction control on the drive shaft. Then I had traction control RPM also. So the car do exactly what I tell it to do. I had it locked down so it couldn't spin. All you had to do is just point and aim. But I'm going to tell you something that probably the smartest people in the world ain't never thought about this one thing. Probably not even Fuel Tech. Now, you ready to listen to this?
I'm listening.
And we learned, unfortunately, at mine and your daughter's expense.
But y'all are both here. Nothing's good.
Now, check this out. Listen to this, Chelsea. You ain't never thought about this. Our traction control, all that Fuel Tech stuff, right? When they riding the dots. She let off the trans brake. When Shelby let off the trans brake, you know, all the dots goes out there like, say, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. You know, their study going up. You know what I'm saying? You agree? On all the traction control. Yeah. Anybody you talk to. But when she let off the trans brake, her foot slipped off because she had those boots on. So it went to like 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, the traction control was raised so high that when she stomped the gas, it wasn't like her leaving at the 60 foot. The car took off like a maniac because it had when we sit here and we set all these traction controls, we don't think about, they're set like at 0.3, the dots are real low. Then they might, so I'm just going to say a number, they might be 2,500. Then at 0.5 in the run, they might be 3,000. At 0.9 in the run, they'll be 4,000. I'm just using numbers, you know what I'm saying, as an example. Then at 2 seconds, they might be all the way up to 6,000 or 7,000 on the traction control, on the drive shaft. Okay, when her foot slipped, she trans braked it. I had it locked down secure, so I could make it run a 7.0 if I wanted to. I can make it run whatever I wanted to make it run, and with a lockdown like that. When she let off that trans brake, then her foot slipped off the gas. Then she went back and she gave it gas. By that time, the computer and all the control done went off time, and it thought that, okay, it's 1.5, 2 seconds in the run, and it wasn't.
It was the beginning.
It was the beginning. Nobody never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to remember that stuff when we're doing that traction control. Whenever you think everything's locked down this, locked down that. But, you sit here and think about it. That's exactly what happened. Why it spun out of control. Went crazy. It didn't spin out of control, but it went crazy. Real violent. I knew I didn't have that car that violent. You know what I'm saying? But when she let her foot off that brake, when she let go of the trans brake, and then her foot slipped off, then she went back and she gouged it. By then, it then added another half a second or a second into the run. The computer was thinking, okay, it's supposed to be here on the drive shaft. Yeah. So the RPM on the drive shaft is way up at a second and a half in the run.
In reality, she's at the very beginning.
At the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then I told her, if you ever get in any trouble, hit your parachute. Don't worry about it. And she had that thing stiff arm because the G-force was throwing her back. She reached up, hit that. When she did, her arm went to the left, car went to the left. But you know what? We know somebody smarter than computers. That's the good Lord. We believe in the good Lord. You can sit and talk about hindsight, this, that, but if you wouldn't have went this way, you might have went ahead and turned right, then a semi could have run over you. Hindsight, whatever it is, 2020, I believe is 100. With that being said, that's true though.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
I obviously didn't think about that.
Let's load it up. We're going to rap on BET. Anybody agree with that or disagree? I like the people to disagree. Line her up or can't do it. Got old Heavy sitting there, y'all. I gotta put some tin on there and box old Heavy in. Heavy getting wet, points might rust up on it. Old Heavy getting wet. I have to get it out the rain. All right, y'all, we're gonna jump off here.